Good afternoon, everybody. We're going flying again. Who doesn't like flying? Oakdale traffic, Cessna 24895 is departing runway 10 straight out, Oakdale. Okay, airspeed's alive. Rotate at 55. And let her accelerate to 80 miles an hour and climb out. Well, again, good afternoon, everybody. As you can see, it's a great day to go flying. Get these people to stop interrupting me. So yeah, it's a great day to go flying. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's a little hazy, but that's keeping the air nice and calm and smooth. I'm gonna fly up here into the foothills a little bit if it doesn't get too hazy. Had a pretty good week at work. Was fairly busy. Busy week in the life of a network admin. This week was, well, this was Christmas week, so it wasn't a full week's worth of work. Gonna level off here. Check, make sure I don't have any company nearby. Looks pretty good so far. I'll take these sunglasses off for a while I'm not flying into the sun so I can look for traffic. There we go. How we doing? Got new neighbors here? Got a couple. I'm going to turn to make sure I miss this guy. So, like I said, it was Christmas week at work. So it wasn't too busy of a week. A lot of employees didn't even come into work. I was not one of them. I was at work doing my network admin thing. We continued with the data center cleanup, like I've already said. We moved a bunch of servers around, moved them to different racks. It's kind of like playing a Chinese number puzzle game. We've got all these spaces that open up and spaces that are full, and we're trying to fill all the empty spaces in as few racks as possible. And so that's what we were doing this week. Looking for this other airplane out here. He's about to pass off my right-hand wing. He's quite a ways over, so I don't know if I'll see him. And anyway, by consolidating servers and you know, fewer racks, we were actually able to get rid of 5 racks this week. 5 19-inch racks came out of our teeny tiny data center, which made a huge amount of room. We've still got, so we had 3 rows of racks. Now we've got 2. We've still got 1 rack that's got a server in it that we need to get rid of. That'll probably be gone this week, later this week. We need to coordinate with the owner of that server that we're going to be removing it. And then that'll be 6 racks that are gone, and 1 entire row gone. So we're going to start on the center row next. We've got 2 racks, 1 on either end. One of them has a bunch of older IBM disk drives in it. So we're going to get rid of all of those. And that's going to be one entire rack that goes away, and that's going to open up a lot of floor space because it's just kind of sitting there all by itself. Kind of off, you know, about 6 feet away from the other racks. So I don't know why it's there. There must have been some other equipment there at one time. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of the rack at the very end. That'll leave 1, 2, 3 racks in the middle. Then we will remove some of the equipment from the new end rack, the resulting end rack after removing the two ends. And then get rid of that one. That'll leave us 2 racks in the middle. And then we can start putting in our new racks right down the center. And they will go right up to where 2 of the existing center racks are, and we'll probably leave those for a little while. As we get the new racks set up, then we will move equipment out of those existing racks into the new racks. But we've got to put network cabling in them. We've got to put the new core switches. So there's a lot of groundwork has to be done in these new racks before we start moving stuff into them. We're going to put top-of-rack switches in all these new ones. My goal is to keep all wiring within the rack. The only thing that's going to transit racks is, turn the heater on here. The only thing that'll transit racks is fiber optic cabling. Or 10 gig copper, whatever we decide to use. That's the only thing that'll go between the racks. There's the uplinks for the top-of-rack switches. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. That's going to make it just absolutely clean and nice, neat, and tidy in our data center. So that pretty much was the entire week. Left us kind of beat. You wouldn't think moving servers around was that much work, but really it kind of was. So yeah, that was my week in the life. And now up here where I am now, I'm not that high. I'm flying about 2,000 feet above the sea. Puts me about, I don't know, 1,800 feet above the ground right here. I'm just looking at the beautiful green rolling hills now. We've had rain here where I live in California. Usually it's brown here, but the rain has turned everything green. So this is our beautiful time, is when we have all these nice green hills, and another couple of months of wildflowers will come out around here. So that'll be really nice. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Kind of hazy, so when I turn into the sun here, it's really hard to see. I don't want to put on my sunglasses yet because I'm watching my traffic display down here. I got another airplane going opposite direction. He's at the same altitude. He's off out here somewhere in the haze, and I cannot see him, but I can see him on the display. So I'm just trying to keep him where I can see him. We'll angle over this way a little bit, over to the left. There, he should be passing off my left wing at about, 4 miles. I'm never going to see him. That's okay. You stay on your side of the sky there, buddy. I'm sure he will, like a proper pilot. So yeah, I want to fly kind of west here before the sun gets any lower. So then I'll be flying east to get back to my home base, and I'll be able to see the airport and be able to land. So, yep, there he goes. He's turning. There's a bunch of guys flying around Escalon. I wonder what's going on out there. Huh. If they're flying approaches to Stockton. Anywho, it is a beautiful day here. It's December 28th, a couple days after Christmas. The air is just nice and smooth and calm, mostly. Smooth and calm for me, not smooth and calm enough for my wife to come along. She doesn't like any of the bumps. And I don't blame her. That's no fun. Personally, I'd love it if the air was glassy smooth all the time too, but it's just not. Not in California. The air is almost never calm here. That's just the way it goes. All right, maybe I'll make a turn out here. Watch these Yahoos over Escalon. They're just like flying in circles out there. It's a couple guys flying together. It's been known to happen. But yeah, the air is just beautiful. Let me see if I can grab this and give you a shot of what I'm looking at. I will attempt to. So I'm just flying around here, looking out over the orchards and the vineyards. You can see it's really hazy. That lake up just in front of the strut is Woodward Lake, which is just north of Oakdale, California, my home base. As you can see out this way, there's the front. That's not too bad. So we start looking out this way. Yeah, I can't see out that way any better than you can. So that's why I'm trying to kind of angle to the west a little bit, more or less tacking, trying to keep the sun behind my wing, basically. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Kind of a beautiful day. You're going to have a little bit of the propeller jelly motion up there in the front. The only thing I can do to alleviate that is stop the propeller, which ain't going to happen. But yeah, I really enjoy flying. Flying's kind of my spa. It's how I get away from it all. If things at work get rough or wherever, traffic, doesn't matter. I like to come out here and fly, just blow off steam, look down on everyone. What's the old saying? Pilots looking down on everyone since 1903. But yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy flying. So I think what I'm going to do, sorry about the hand, is I'm going to put you guys back right where you were. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to turn you around and we will just let you watch the flying until I get tired of flying. Got no airplanes around, so let's just enjoy flying a little bit. Turn the radio back on, see if anybody out there talking.
Better check the frequency you're on. You're on 122.8.
Well, I don't know who he's talking to, but they are correct. They are on 122.8. For you folks walking and watching at home,
you're on the wrong frequency.
122.8 is what's called Unicom. And it's what most uncontrolled airports in this part of California and many parts of the country use for radio communication. We basically announce into the blind. We don't know who's out there. We'll just announce on 122.8 what our intentions are at an airport. So you can call that airport and
traffic, runway recovery is at
if there's someone in the pattern,
3 miles east
you can hear them, see what runway they're using, ask them what runway they're using, and you figure out what they're going to be doing.
Hotel, 8 miles to the northwest, and down to landing runway 30.
Much as that gentleman just did. So he's letting them know where he is, where he's going, and what he's going to do. I'll be making some calls here in a little bit.
4 kilo, left base, 32, Los Angeles.
I'm going to go ahead and turn back into the airport and overfly it.
2 minutes, Cloverdale.
You guys will probably not see it unless I take the camera down and point it at it.
Los Angeles traffic, center 4 kilo, short climb, 32.
Air traffic, Aztec 186 hotels on a 45 for left downwind 30. Air traffic.
Oakdale traffic, Cessna 24895 is about 4 miles to the southwest of the airport. I'll be overflying at 2,000 feet, Oakdale.
Jump plane at Madera, where are you at?
I'll pull you guys out and let you take a look at the airport when we fly over it.
4 kilos off the active start.
There's the airport coming into view there. This end of the runway is the 10 end. There's 2 ends, usually 2 runways you can land on, even if it's just one single runway. So on ours, it's runway 10 and runway 28. The numbers come from the magnetic direction that the runways face. It's the nearest 10 degrees. So the runway that I'm going to land on basically faces magnetic heading 100, and the other runway, the other end, that's the one we normally use, faces magnetic heading 280. Don't worry, we're not over that airport. So I'm going to put you back, and we're going to go around and land.
186 hotels, left base 30, air traffic.
So what I'm going to do is fly out this way a little bit and come around on a come in at the runway at a 45-degree angle, and that's what's called entering on the 45. That's how we enter most aircraft patterns. At our particular airport, it's left-hand traffic, so I'm going to call on a left 45. That means I'm going to be making all my turns to the left as I land. I'll call on left-hand 45 for runway 10 Oakdale in a few minutes.
3 mile right base, 36 Cloverdale.
Oakdale traffic, Cessna 24895 is on a left 45, runway 10 Oakdale.
Oakdale traffic, is runway 10 the current active runway?
This is 895 on the left 45 for runway 10 at this time at Oakdale. Yo, yes it is.
Thank you, experimental 291 Delta Romeo.
Yeah, I can see you on my ads display, but I sure can't see you. It's real hazy. Oakdale traffic, Cessna 24895 is turning left downwind, runway 10 Oakdale. All right, here's where the fun begins. Flaps 10. Oakdale traffic, 24895 is turning left base, runway 10 Oakdale. Right into the sun.
Good air traffic, 1 minute to skydiving, do not overfly the east side, Madera.
But at least I can see the runway. Flaps 20. Oakdale traffic, 24895 is turning final, runway 10 Oakdale.
Ransom radar traffic, that's 1870 Victor, left downwind 22 Ransom.
Flaps 30. If you look down just to the left of the runway, you'll see 2 lights. One should be red, one should be white. They're both white, that means I'm high, so I'm dropping like a rock here. There's red and white. Now I'm on glide slope. And we'll go ahead and land this baby. Just like that. My flight instructor would say, "Oh, you're not on the center line." Now I am. Okay, flaps up. Repeat is off. And that right brake is just not working. Let's see what I got. Yeah, I got time to put it away. One of the other rental airplanes up there. All right, well, thanks everybody for riding along. The taxi light is off, strobe light is off.
Oakdale traffic, experimental 291 Delta Romeo, entering the left 45 for runway 10, Oakdale.
Here comes that guy I was looking for out there. Anyway, thanks for riding along everybody, and we'll catch y'all next time.